Once human. Once human. Once human? What is what's human? What is up, gamers? Today's video is going to be dedicated solely to showing you what is once human and what all can you do in the game? What all does it entail? Why is it literally going to be the best game released in 2024? Let's go ahead and get into it. So since playing this game for the past 4 days, I get all these questions in my Twitch chat like, is this like Rust? What is this game? Is this a survival game? Is this an MMO? Is this a money grab? Is this a this, is this that, is this? I got a huge list that I spent a lot of time writing down here, and I'm gonna try not to read from it like a friggin' script so that I can essentially tell you guys everything that is involved in this game. If you've played this game already, you know it's a freaking long list. There's a lot of stuff. Essentially, it's not like any specific survival game. It's like all of them come together and had a little survival game baby, and then just like they all came out and made this beautiful, perfect, awesome, fantastic game. So we're just gonna start from the top of my list and we're gonna work all the way down to the bottom. And if you enjoyed this and you're looking forward to playing this game, if you haven't been one of the lucky 100,000 people that have gotten a beta test key for this, okay, I guess we're just gonna get random roar noises in the background. Hopefully you'll like this video and hopefully you'll subscribe, because I post daily videos here about all things survival games. If you like survival games, hit that subscribe button. Let's go ahead and dive deeper into this subject. All right, so basically to describe this game, we're going to call it a MMO, open world, survival, horror, crafter, builder, base defense, just 10,000 million things to do, okay? We're gonna start there, and then I'm gonna start at the top of my list. Here we go. So we've got things like, essentially, and this list is in no order. It's actually kind of scatterbrained, but just bear with me. We've got things called random events that happen throughout the world. This can be any sort of random event. I've had ones where I have to kill spiders. I've had ones where I've had to kill like a certain elite style boss. I've had ones where I had to, you know, like solve puzzles. There is a lot of puzzle solving in the game as well, especially for certain storyline quests and things of that nature. Next, I'm going to talk about the weather. The weather is absolutely insane. There's crazy lightning storms that happen. There's also, this kind of falls under weather, I guess, this like mist that comes down and makes the air really unbreathable. So it's kind of hard to breathe, and it messes with the air quality and things of that nature. Just the atmosphere itself in general is absolutely awesome. Now, outside of that kind of stuff, you get to do your regular basic, you know, mining for materials. There's rock, there's shell stones. Next to the beaches, there's tin and copper in the beginning area. You get to go up to the next areas that offer like iron and aluminum, and the list goes on and on and on for mineable resources. Same goes for trees. There is only one type of wood in the game, I do believe, which is kind of nice, really, so you don't have to go collect different types of wood for different places. But yes, wood collection, harvesting of fruits and vegetables and plants, and you know, harvesting animals for their, or killing just animals that are walking around. There's things like pigs and deer and rabbits, just harvesting them for their meat and their hide, all that kind of basic survival game stuff. And then we get into like the combat system. The combat system is absolutely, it's just so good, dude. It is so good. We're in third person. If you know, quick tap on your right click, you get to essentially zoom in ADS, and you'll have better, you know, recoil control and stuff like that if you ADS. So the combat is awesome. The weather's awesome. Mining, harvesting, and all that good stuff is freaking cool. And then we get into things like The loot is insane. There's so much stuff that you can loot. There's different, essentially a task at each POI location that says, hey, you need to find 1 mysterious chest, 2 weapon and gear caches, kill 15 enemies, and kill 1 elite. And there's POIs all over the map, as far as like teleporters, so you can teleport, fast travel between teleporters. Essentially, you have your own base that you can build, and this is like your home base where you keep all your crafting tables and your materials and stash and weapons and armor and all that good stuff, and your vehicles. That's another thing. Segue into your garage and vehicles. You have full customization down to like the color of the paint of a vehicle, and it's actually not too difficult to get a hold of. Once you get maybe like an hour or 2 into the game, you can craft your first motorcycle. Absolutely awesome. And then you can, the further you get, you unlock like a Humvee style military vehicle. There's a bunch of different parts and pieces that you can add to it. Machine guns, brush guards that mow through zombies, things of that nature. So super awesome customizability on all the mounts and things like that. Then we go into our full-blown gear system here. So we'll pull it up right here. So we've got a main hand weapon and offhand weapon. We also have a melee weapon, and then we have our helmet, gas mask, essentially, hands, boots, chest, and legs, and they are all individual pieces of armor, and they also have set bonuses, which is sick. I think having set bonuses in a game, a survival style game, is absolutely awesome. You get different types of armor that do different set bonuses. Like here, this agent helmet gives us max HP and stability and things of that nature. And then we've got another one that increases our roll speed, movement speed, almost like a rogue style character. Just the list goes on and on and on, dude. We've got things for cosmetic items. If you're into that kind of thing, you collect a currency as you play the game, and you can unlock all these like cosmetic things. They got some pretty cool looking ones on here right now. I think, what the heck do they got here? Yeah, like this crazy like rave mask type of thing or something. I don't know. But there's no way to buy currency in the game for the cosmetic stuff. Jesus, couldn't get the freaking word out of my mouth. There's no way to buy the cosmetic stuff in the game right now other than with in-game currency, which is perfect. But I would assume later down the road they're probably going to charge for the cosmetic stuff, which is fine as long as they keep it to cosmetic and they don't shift to like buy the best gun in the game for $20 type of shit. But nobody really does that anymore because they're not that stupid, in my personal opinion. So next on the list, man, we got a long freaking list here. Let me tell you, make sure you hit the like button at this point if you haven't yet, because I still got another little ways to go here. I'm gonna try and make it quick though. So expressions and emotes, you can essentially do here, let me put my gun away real quick, and you can do like emotes like push-ups and things like that. There's different ones of those you can do. There's also like a pray one and something like this. Those just come default. And then we've got our skill trees, which is, they call it memantics, meme-tics, I don't know. But there's 5 different skill trees in here. Your territory construction, your facilities, your tactical supplies, fortifications, and logistics. And you can take, whenever you level up, you get these meme points, and you can put these points into the skill tree and unlock certain things. It's just kind of like Ark, where it gives you a ton of points to unlock things on the skill tree, but it doesn't give you so much to where you can just go and unlock absolutely everything in the game. So you have to kind of pick and choose what you want to do. Go down the line. Maybe at the end of the game, you'll have everything unlocked or something like that, or max level, whatever, however they're going to do that. I don't know. I'm only level 31 right now, so I do not know what the max level is. I'm pretty sure it's 50, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to go see what the heck this is on the floor over here. By the way, you can consume this potion and fly, which is crazy. Or glide, I guess I could say. I don't know what the heck this is on the floor. Echo stone? Oh, I just flagged myself for PvP. Can I get rid of this thing? Uh-oh. I don't want it. I don't want it. So yeah, there's a few things you could do to flag yourself for PvP. Definitely not. I mean, it's fun, right? I did the PvP and it was a lot of fun. I actually kicked some butt. But you know, I don't have a clan or anything like that. You can also get a hive, which is essentially a party of 4 people that you play with all the time. And then you can also get into a warband, which is essentially a guild, a big guild with like a max of 50 players, I believe you can have in it. And then, you know, you can trade people in your hive out in and out with people from the warband. I'm not 100% sure how the multiplayer stuff works right now, but that is also a thing. A couple other things here: crop farming, water collection. Right here, you got your planter boxes. I'm not a huge fan of the way the crop planting works. It's extremely complicated, and you have, you know, you got to work on. Well, I say it's extremely complicated. If you've played the front before, this is not extremely complicated, but you have your irrigation and your lighting, and you have to keep track of it, make sure it's good. They do have an automatic irrigation and an automatic light, like a grow light type of thing. So that you could do that, but just without the automatic stuff, I think it's kind of like lackluster, I guess. And then you've also got your rainwater collectors that look like something straight out of Rust for sure, that just collect dirty water, and you can essentially collect that and then go down to your cooking station, and yeah, you can turn it into boiling water or what have you, whatever you want to do. Yeah, so we can just turn this straight into boiling water. Insufficient power because I ran out of probably stuff in my generators, which that's another thing. There is solar power, there is regular power. You got pylons here, electricity. Essentially all you have to do is go into the build menu by pressing B, and you can drag a wire to whatever's powered, or you know, whatever needs power, and you can connect all your electrical things like that. One thing that's kind of upsetting / annoying. Hey, please don't tell me someone's coming over here. Okay. All right, I don't know. Anyway, I've lost my train of thought completely. It's gone out of the window. If you've got ADHD, you know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. Anyway, next, electricity. Okay, base building. Yes, decorations. You got all kinds of crazy decorations you can do. We've got tons of walls, foundations, roofs, ramps, interiors, stairs, you know, walls, doors, windows. These are all our crafting benches here. As you can see, we've got them all here. We've got an armor crafting bench, a weapon crafting bench. We've got a synthesis bench, which makes armor. And I mean, not armor, bullets and health potions and things like that. We have a disassembly bench here, which is pretty much takes all the junk that you've gathered from out in the world and scraps it into usable material. We've got a regular workbench here for crafting things like, you know, your axes and stuff like that. Our storage system, and all those are furnaces you can use to melt certain things. Now, you'll see why I'm in the build mode. There is an area for which you can build. You can claim absolutely anywhere on the entire map. Everybody that's on the server can pick a spot on the entire map, as long as it's not directly close to one of these outpost things. And you can move your base there. You can plant your base there. And this is the area you get to build in. On the top of the row there, you see you can have a certain amount of structures, which is behind my face cam, so you can't even see it, but it says 135 out of 300. Then you got, you know, your decor and accessories, facilities and furniture, and power generation. See how you can only have 2 power generation. I do believe there is a way to eventually increase the size of your build area, but for now, I don't know how to do that. But yeah, so anything inside of there you can craft. We can also go to wallpapers, which is pretty cool. We could just like put wallpapers on the floor and stuff for free. Floor, ceiling, walls, things like that. All the different ones. If you want to go for a wood look, there you go. You can go for a wood look if you really want to do that. but this doesn't cost anything in the game. No resources, no materials. You could just literally do it if you want to. And then you can save your house as a blueprint, completely destroy it, rebuild it a different way, save that as a blueprint, and switch back and forth. So that's pretty cool. There is a base defense thing. I don't have anything right now in order to start this base defense, but essentially you would put a purifying vessel inside of this, hit purify, and then for 1.5 minutes, your base is under attack by different types of enemies, and you more or less have to defend it off. You defend it off, you get a reward. So that's why I have my base kind of surrounded here. I've tried many different defense like setups and things, and this seems to be one of the ways that's worked the best for me so far. So yeah, I just wrapped my base in turrets pretty much. So you can build it however you want. You can defend it however you want. You don't have to do any one specific thing in the game. You can play however you want. You can do anything. There's also at the bottom you can see I've got down here I've got my stamina, which is the arm pump, and then we've got our sanity, which is the second one, and then we've got our water and our food. So I need to actually eat some food here. Now a lot of the food in the game makes you lose sanity when you eat it for some reason. I'm not 100% sure why, but it sure does. You can make food that doesn't, lower your sanity, but it's also going to cost you like a ton of materials or whatever in order to make it. So, but you can see, so this one actually gives you sanity, purified water, sugar, and oranges. So there's lots of food to craft. This here is a gacha machine. Essentially, you have blueprints for weapons and armor here. For all the weapons and armor, you'll get blueprints. You'll essentially get fragments, right? So you can see this little puzzle piece right here is partially filled, and you can see it barely up there in the purple. It says 20 out of 60 for the Black Panther sniper rifle, which means I found 20 fragments, but I need to find a total of 60 before I can craft this rifle. So once you have the blueprints unlocked, I don't believe I have any that I have fully unlockable right now, but yeah, to show you. But yeah, you get all these blueprints. Once you get enough blueprints for the blueprint to be complete, then you can complete the blueprint and then go over to your crafting bench and craft it. This thing here, I don't know exactly what it's called. Independent Secure Unit. When you kill bosses or complete events, there's a chance you will get one of these little things. And my little thing I have in there right now, essentially it's a pet, and you take care of the pet, you raise the pet, and it teaches you to craft certain materials, things like that. They like certain color lights, so we've got the red, green, and blue lights up there to turn on and off. And then we've also got a radio here because they like listening to music. And you can tell this guy is not super stoked right now for some reason, and I think it's because my power went out and the lights are not on right now. So let's see here. Can I put some fuel in here for the sake of the video? Oh, of course I hit the wrong button. All right, let's put some fuel in there, and we'll put some fuel in this one too. I've got them all wired up in parallel so we can get the the full 40 watts out. But yeah, so there you go. So there's the lights, and then this will eventually, say happy now. So the more happy he gets, the more deviant power he generates, which is these little things right here. And the more deviant power he generates, the more things you can unlock from him. And then once you unlock them, you can craft them at the tables. So far, I've got, I think, 5 different little pets that I can put in there to raise. These are drying racks. There's just, dude, if you're watching the video up to this point, you're already sold on it, right? You're stoked to play it. You can't wait. We've got quest markers here. We got map pings there. Like, this game has everything, and I'm not going to keep you any longer because I know this video is already probably too long at this point, but this is one to really look forward to. I play a lot of survival games. I've never played a survival MMO. I guess I played New World. New World was pretty good, right? But it didn't hold my attention for an extremely long period of time, and I really feel like this game is going to. Oh, I didn't even get the chance to talk about the dungeons and the boss fights and the raids and the PvP events and all kinds of stuff like that. I mean, there's tons of people around. They're all over the place, but I don't know, man. If you're not sold on it at this point, I'm not going to sell you on it anymore. We've got great things here to blast through the end of my list. Weapon mods, modifications you can do on all your weapons. The amazing server progression system real quick. This is the server right here. It levels up as your group of people complete things, as your server completes things. 200 players defeat the boss that we just unlocked today. 200 players have to defeat that boss in order for us to move on to the next stage, next stage, next stage. Everything has to be collectively done as a server before the server can move on to the next phase, which is pretty dope. I like that a lot, actually. You can pick up daily quests and stuff like that from town. You have a whole entire quest log right here. You've got all these different quests you can go track and go take care of and go do. You also have a journey log, which is pretty much like, hey, you know, craft, like use the camera to take a picture of a deer, wolf, or crocodile. I don't know why I haven't done that one yet, but it gives you a little bit of XP and loot and money and things like that. So that gives you more stuff to do. You also have seasonal goals that you want to try and complete to get the maximum amount of reward from. And you've got your achievement lists. Collections is stuff like, you know, we can go to the next page here and go to the survival menu, and it literally tells us anything and everything about survival, adventures, combats, and crafting. Like, tells you absolutely everything about the game. If maybe you forgot how something works, or you're not sure how something works, you can come here and figure it out. Guys, the game's awesome. It runs great. It's super fun. It is addicting. Like, I ain't going to sleep tonight addicting, or I ain't going to work tomorrow addicting. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, dude. It's so much fun. There's so much to do. And I highly recommend you guys either join their Discord or submit for a beta key for them, because it's going until the 21st. And I believe on the 21st, it's done until like June or July of this year, which is going to suck because, you know, it's going to be hard to play anything else when after you've played this fantastic masterpiece. But you guys take it easy. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I motivated you to either buy the game or maybe just get invested in it. Or, you know, you can always come by the stream and ask questions. If you got any questions about the game or you want to see it live in action in the gameplay, then come on down to the Twitch. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll talk to you on the next one. Bye.